Hello and welcome. Today we will be doing a sort of desert, let me pull it up, sort of desert-esque photo here. So you see it has the moon with a little sand dune and a nice sky in the back. So first we're going to start with the background color. Go here, put in like the aqua area, and put it around almost in the middle, like that. Put it kind of like a dark aqua. Next we're going to start on the dune. So, see right there, we're going to do the dune. So we're going to do something like a bright orange kind of. Right here's good. Zoom out on your canvas and just make a wobbly shape. Oh, let me change my brush. Let's go to the calligraphy brushes and go monoline brush. Just make a wobbly shape, starting from about here and down. Like that. Make sure you wrap it around so you can see. On the layer, I wrap it around the canvas to close it in order to close the shape. So just like that. Next, you're gonna want to pick a darker color, slightly darker color. So let's go down here. Let's go for like that. So how's that look? Yeah, that's good. Now we're gonna make the other side of the dune, like the dark side. So, but what you want to do first is add a new layer and set it to clipping mask. This clips the layer 2 to layer 1. So now, anything you do on layer 2 only appears on layer 1 and not the sky around it. Alright, now, let's make the dark side. So go down, up, something like that maybe? Now let's redo that. You want it to be kind of slanted. Like that. That's better. And then you can always zoom in and do some touch-ups if you need to. There, that looks good. Now, we're not done yet. You want to add the moon, obviously. So we are going to go just for like a bright, just go like a bright yellow. Something like that. And of course add a new layer, but for this one you want to drag it all the way to the bottom of all of them so that it's underneath the layers. Here, I'll show you. So you draw the circle, but it goes underneath the mountain or the dune. See that? Whereas if it was up here, it would just go right over it. So you want to put it underneath like that. Now we're going to do a really handy trick that Procreate has. You're going to draw a circle to the best of your ability. That. Hold your pen still and it'll snap to a quick shape. Place your finger on the screen and it'll become a perfect circle. Drag the color in. And then you can center it with the uniform tool. Like that. Now, we're going to do something pretty awesome. You're going to duplicate this layer. Go to the bottom layer 3, modify, magic wand, Gaussian blur right here. And you're going to slide that to, let's say, like 15%, something like that. Alright, now we have the moon, we have the dunes. Next, we're going to add some texture. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to layer 1 and set it to alpha lock. What this means is up here in the layer menu, you can see the checkered board pattern behind the dune. So that means nothing will be painted on the checkerboard pattern. Everything will be painted on the dune. So yeah, so we're gonna grab this color by either tapping this thing or holding down your finger on that. I usually tap that. Make it a little bit darker, like that. Then I'm going to switch over to the Let's go, yeah, let's go textures, and the grunge brush. Alright, my size is set to 100%, my opacity is set to 31%. So now let's just go over it, very slightly, very little pressure, like that. And then it's I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a little bit of texture on the sand. Next, for the other side. So go to that, layer 2, for the darker side. Again, alpha lock. Pick up that color, and go a little bit darker, like that. And just go right on over it. Like so. Alright, so there's the dune texture. Next we're gonna go on the sun, or not the sun, the moon. So we're gonna go layer 3, the top layer, because the bottom layer is just like the Gaussian blur. So layer 3 of the top one, grab the color, go a little bit darker, there, and I'm gonna change the brush for this one. I'm gonna go to industrial and use the twisted tree brush. My size is at 19%, opacity is at 70%, and let's just go over it. Oh, wait, I forgot. Alpha lock. You have to set the alpha lock. Always set it to alpha lock when you're trying to add texture. That's a little bit too much, so very little pressure. Just like that. That's perfect. Okay. Now that we have some texture there, you know what? I'm actually going to turn down the background color a little bit darker. Something like that. Yeah, that's perfect. Now, one more thing. What we're going to do is I'm going to go to the top, press the plus for a new layer, and I'm going to pick up this layer by holding it down, bring it to the very bottom of all of them, except for the background color. You can't move the background color. Now, I'm going to go to the brushes. I'm going to go to the luminance brushes. I'm going to use the glimmer brush. Now, you're going to want to set this to pure white, which is just double tapping up on that left hand corner. Puts that pure white. And now, my size is at 11%. Oh, size at 11%. Opacity is at 100%. And now you're just going to want to like just draw some stars in there. Happy little stars. There you go. Just like that. And if you have a pressure sensitive pen like the Apple Pencil, then you can push down harder and more stars appear. Or you can just go lightly and less stars appear. And there we go. There you have your moonlit dune scene. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more videos.